but can't outfox me. The best version of myself I'm laying down. She's so sure, doesn't need your demure. You said you see dollar signs, I see lifelong lines. Cause I wrote it, I drew it up, I redesigned it. I didn't fall when life threw me on the wall. I wrote it, I drew it up, I redesigned it. And now I'm going for it all.
It's your girl Anaya Daffe tuning in for the Ghost Show. Domestic violence is definitely a serious topic, and especially it's becoming more and more of a situation in our youth. I know we've lost a young lady that went to my college. I didn't know her personally, but, the situation was apparently a domestic violence situation, and I just want to remind all my young people that, we are taught that, love hurts and all of this stuff, but love doesn't hurt, and it definitely doesn't hurt, physically. There are challenges in any relationship, of course, but if the challenges begin to become physical abuse, verbal abuse, just know that that's not love. And tell someone and build your support system so you can get out of that situation.
That dark, cold wooden floor, feeling a sharp piercing pain going through my face, getting up feeling like a punching bag. Walking to the kitchen, holding my face. I sat at that round table with Randy behind me, screaming in my ear, holding the back of my neck. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? If you do as I say, this shit wouldn't even happen to you. He knew how to turn things into me. He finally got tired of screaming, walked away, saying, clean up this shit that you dropped. After he walked away, I was thinking, asking myself, Lord, why do I put up with this shit? 6 months pregnant, I just couldn't find myself leaving this man who I thought loved me, not realizing love doesn't hurt. Randy was a brown-skinned, slim man standing around 6 feet tall. We met at Howard Homecoming University back in the days when TLC was hot in the 80s and 90s. I was a shit, I thought. Light-skinned, 5'3", 120 pounds, what, with long black hair? I already had a 4-year-old little chocolate baby girl. Her name was Mustard. My little Mustard.
Yo, what's going on, man? Scarnitti at the Ghost Show. Y'all already know what it's with me, man. We go a little deeper than hip-hop sometimes.
Yep.
Today, I have the beautiful and the author and the mother and the overcomer and, Loving Life.
Absolutely.
Loving Life. Wyshawnda.
Yeah.
Wyshawnda.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and you're the author of Remembering When.
Yes, I am.
What is Remembering When?
Remembering When is a tell-all domestic violence book that definitely helps to see the signs, helps to get you out of the situation, know when to get out of the situation at a safe pace.
At a safe pace. Ah, very trusted words. Very trusted words. So, a lot of people, and we hear it in black community, white community, in all communities. We hear, and it's two-sided as well.
Absolutely.
It's two men and women.
Yeah.
They both go through it. However, a lot of our people, a lot of people, period. Not when I say our people, I'm just saying the human race, period.
Right.
People don't understand how a person continuously goes through that situation. So, what made you stay, and then what was the thing that made you leave? Two-part question.
Well, okay, well, actually, what happens with somebody in a domestic violence situation, you get lost. You totally get lost, you lose yourself, your self-esteem, everything is gone. It's somebody else's. You don't even realize it until you're in the situation.
Right.
But to see it, you know those signs are there. They're always going to be there in the beginning anyway. You just have to know how to seek them out before it happens, which is unfortunate. A lot of people don't, they're not able to seek it out because.
And okay, apartment.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said before, seek it out before it happens, but like, and I'm just asking this from I guess I'll just say from the ignorant standpoint of the situation. But everybody's been in a relationship before. But tempers do fly at times.
Yeah.
So, what would be the?
Well, my thing is, I know the tempers do fly, but however, like if a man, my thing is what I experienced myself personally. I mean, myself. This is my opinion, myself. Okay. If somebody's like calling you 1,000 times a day and they asking what color you got on, what time you gonna be home, if you're not there in 5 minutes, something's definitely wrong.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, you come inside, you used to have lipstick on, the lipstick's off because you had a long day of work, and they're tripping because your lipstick's off.
Wow, yes.
Yeah, that's definitely a sign of control.
What are other signs that you could tell people, females and male?
Well, definitely, my signs is, like, okay, for instance, like I was just telling you, go shower, okay? Like I was just saying, you're walking in from work, had a long day of work, okay, and, well, actually you're not even walking in yet. What you're doing is you're walking from work home, okay? And you get a phone call, okay, I'm on my way home. What time you gonna be home? I'm gonna be home in 5 o'clock. 5:05, you walk to that door and it's an argument. Man, I thought you said you're gonna be home at 5:05.
Right.
Okay, the bus, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. It's life.
Exactly.
Yeah, life comes at us.
So, and then somebody's looking at you. Man, what's your lipstick? Didn't you have lipstick on earlier? Yes, I did have lipstick on earlier. So what? I mean, I don't have it on now. That's earlier this morning. It's 8 hours later.
Right.
Okay? So, with that being said, I mean, little things like that you can pick up on. Little things like, if you're at work lunchtime and he's talking to you, I mean, and you have to go, well, I have to go. Well, who's that in the background? It's the doctor. Yeah, you're listening to the background.
Right.
Things like that. It's like, you can't, what are you tripping?
Right.
Stuff like that.
People need to pay attention to
Yeah,
that
you need
because
to pay
it
attention.
can escalate.
It escalates because that's being controlled. That's being somebody just like being too possessive over your life.
Right.
Basically.
So how and I jumped the question.
That's okay.
But how do the get out process? What was the overcome process? Like, I want you to let the people know, like, the overcome process, because that has to be like, to be in a situation where you're borderline stalked, and then it gets physical, and it got to be verbal. So
exactly.
How did you let them know how to get through?
Okay, how to get through? First of all, I prayed every day. I knew when I started praying, I started getting more clear. Prayer works. I'm telling you, you got to pray about everything you go through. It works. When I started doing that, I started seeing clearer. As I'm seeing clearer, I'm like talking to myself. I'm not crazy, but sometimes you got to talk to yourself.
That's
like,
right.
hey, so get yourself strong.
That's right.
If I have a strong support team, I had an awesome support team. I had my sister, April. I had my mom, my dad, which was awesome. At the time, I had just my baby girl, April, my baby girl, Mustard. She's going to be in my book, everybody. Okay? So cute, okay? She's in the book. So I had people who I really need to take care of. I had to start thinking of myself and to take care of these babies that I have. However, when I started doing that, I started noticing me again. And then when you start noticing yourself, that's when you're like, okay, well, you got to be strong. You got to have God in your life. If you do not have a strong support team, you just pray about it, and I'm telling you, everything comes clear.
So, before you reach, that was great. Before you reach the point of the support team, right? Explain to people, I want you to the viewers, and me, that point where you're sheltered. Because it has to be sheltering if you stay in it and you don't want nobody to know. So you shelter that. How do you
How did I come out?
But the sheltering part of it, like, did you look at people and I want to tell them like the people?
Yeah,
That's what I'm looking for.
Right, okay. I wanted to tell people like, I started getting scratches on my faces and stuff like that. I mean, it's things that was visible. And then I had people saying, well, what's that on your face? And I'll say, oh, my cat scratched me. Or I say stuff like that, like, oh, I fell, this and that. No, that's bull.
Right.
That should not happen. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. If somebody loves, first of all, love doesn't hurt.
Right.
Love don't hit. It may hurt because you're gonna argue and
yeah. Then you go through things, financial, relationship. The relationships come and go.
Exactly.
And sometimes you have to work on them a lot. Right?
Exactly. But love is supposed to. You're gonna argue, you're gonna disagree. Nobody's the same. Nobody on the earth is the same. So you're gonna have disagreements here and there. I have an awesome marriage now. My marriage is awesome. He's great. We argue. He gets on my nerve. I get on his nerve.
That's a marriage. That's called a marriage.
But I'm never called out of my name.
Right.
I am never like, okay, well, hit upon.
Right. That's great.
I'm never.
That's great.
That's not supposed to happen in marriage. I don't care. I don't care, boyfriend, girlfriend, lovers, husband, wife. Not supposed to happen.
Right.
Okay, a woman, she's not supposed to hit a man. Man, you're not supposed to hit a woman. That's my belief.
Right.
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, writing and remembering when.
Yes.
Was it because even though you overcame the situation, right?
It was healing.
It was healing.
Yes, it healed me. It was days, but I thought this happened like over 11 years ago.
Right.
I just wrote the book last year.
Right.
Okay. So after writing this book, I had moments in this book where I was crying.
But I know that's what I was getting. Yeah.
Absolutely. It was crazy. The emotions was absolutely insane.
When you look back at that part, when you look back at that young lady, what would you tell that young lady?
Well, what I tell that young lady, what I would tell her is to pick her head up, look forward, because I remember that day. What really made me leave is when I left. I didn't leave for like maybe a month or so.
Right.
And when I left, I came back.
Wow.
Because I thought my heart was over it, but love is strong.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Love is strong. But I didn't realize that, you're not supposed to get hit, of course.
Right.
So, but when I went back to that house with that young man, with Randy, I knew right then I didn't belong there no more. Because when I opened my eyes and I seen right then, like, oh my God, I'm back in the same situation. When I left, it wasn't me. And I didn't realize I came back and I was in that situation. And I'm like, that's not where I want to be.
Right.
That's what really woke me up. And then my daughter talked about, Mommy, are we really going to stay here again? I knew I had to leave because I had to protect her.
Right.
That's what woke me up. Yes, mustard. That little mustard.
Yeah, that's right. People, and this is just, my reading and life, at my age, I've seen a lot of things.
Yeah.
The women that go through domestic violence, and men that go through domestic violence, protect their spouse, the abuser.
Exactly.
They protect the abuser, and
Yes, they do.
it's like, go ahead.
And you know why? Because a woman's almost embarrassed because she's going through it. And she's in fear. She's terrified of that person because she thinks he can threaten her to the point where he's like, okay, I can get you and your family. So you're like, oh my God, could you remember? Your self-esteem is already down anyway.
Right.
So you're thinking like, okay, he could do anything. Because if he got me feeling this way, this man can do anything to my family.
Right.
But once that self-esteem starts building back up and he starts saying all that, no, it's not going to work anymore.
Right.
When you start getting strong, as you see.
Yeah.
You start getting strong and you just, you go forward. Yeah, that's basically.
So, summarize the book in a few words, like for women and men that go through this. What is the point of the apex of remembering when?
Remembering that you was in domestic violence. Remembering how you went through certain situations, how you made yourself strong, how you brought your self-esteem back up, how to get to where you need to get to as a man or a woman in a domestic violence situation, and succeeding at the end, and you living happily ever afterwards after you get yourself strong. But you gotta work on yourself. You really do.
And after this newfound strength, and you know what? It was already there though.
It was there.
It was always there. You just allowed maybe through the abuse or listening too hard to the verbal abuse.
Yeah.
So we know about the pain,
Yes.
the rage,
Yes.
the foolishness, the overcoming.
Absolutely.
What do you want people to take away from Remembering Wayne? Like when they put it down, when they close it, what do you want them to think?
When they close that book, you know what I want them to say? Hashtag I'm loving life.
Right.
Because that book right there is showing you you're going to love life.
Mm-hmm.
Life is so great, so grand, so wonderful
Right.
that you're not supposed to be hurting at all.
Right.
You're just supposed to love life.
Right.
That's it. That's my motto. I'm loving life. Enjoying life. Life is just awesome. Period.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Rebirth.
Absolutely. Right here, right?
Rebirth.
Yeah,
Rebirth.
that's what it is.
Okay. Thank you all for joining the Go Show. We'll be back with a little more of Wyshawnda, the author of Remembering When.
Yeah.
Just give us a few, and we'll be right back at you. The Go Show, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Intro into a loving rage, concluded with the canvas caged. Prior to beauty struggling the stage, multiple aspects of several slaps to the face. Darkness covered by the lightest of shades. Makeups to breakups. Touch how many moves we make. Heartache after heartache on a hesitational pace. Kinging and queening is out of order. Out of order with the place. Respect and power overly overlapping the pace. Now domestic violence has been silenced by the taming of the taste of love. Love. Love.
Hi, I'm Wyshawnda Lee, author of book Remembering When. It's a Tolo documentary about domestic violence. Must read. Gotta get that book. The book is it's great. It's not even best. It's great. From beginning to end, it's telling you the stories of how to see the signs of domestic violence, how to get out of it, how to make yourself strong. And guess what? Hashtag loving life.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody real, it's hard to find. Somebody worth all your time. Somebody who will tell you the truth. Someone who loves you for you. Someone who knows all of your flaws and doesn't impose, try to expose them. Let you be free, doesn't deceive. They give you a chance to believe in something. Is that too much? I've been on a search and losing my hope. Is that too much? Is that too much? Trying to find a love in a world so cold. Oh, is that too much? I just want an answer. I can't be the only one. Is that too much? You gotta be perfect. Just give me a purpose to love. I just want somebody, yeah, to treat me like somebody, yeah. Oh, I know you can love me for me, yeah. I just want somebody, to treat me like somebody. I just want somebody, Now don't be misled by the things that I said in the past. I was young, I was looking for a dream. it for the wrong reason, wrong season, wrong person. Cause he just wanted one thing, and I just wanted something to live for and hug on and love on. But I'd rather have quality than quantity. Oh, I just want someone that'll keep it real with me. Is that too much? I've been on a search and I'm losing my hope. Is that too much? Is that too much? Trying to find a love in a world so cold. Oh, is that too much? I just want an answer. I can't be the only one. Is that too much? You ain't gotta be perfect. Just give me a purpose to love. I just want somebody to treat me like somebody. Oh, yeah. All you gotta do, babe, is love me for me. And you can love me for me, babe. Oh, yeah, baby, I'm asking for too much. Yeah.
Killed it. Good job.
Thank you.
God knows. You my nigga, yo.
Whatever.
Yo, you are my nigga, yo. Yo, you already know it's your boy Scarnitti at the Go Show, man. In here with Sidney Celese.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Let the people know what you got going on, how they can get in contact with you.
So first of all, you can follow me on Instagram, Celeste Model 90. What I have going on is I'm writing my latest project, releasing an EP soon. I'm also an independent film actress. I'm doing a film in October. I work heavy with my agent, Talent One. I also still do a little bit of modeling, but I'm mainly focused on music. So follow me on Celeste Model 90. Thank you.
You already know it's the Go Show. We out of here.